The greatest threat to your success isn't your competition. It isn't the economy. It isn't your lack of resources. The greatest threat to your success is your own need to be seen. We live in a world of chronic oversharing. We are conditioned to believe that if a moment isn't captured, filtered, and uploaded, it has no value. We have turned our lives into a 24-hour reality show for an audience that doesn't even like us. But while the masses are fighting for a crumb of attention, the elite are mastering the art of the ghost. They understand a fundamental truth of power: visibility is a vulnerability. Silence is a weapon. To enter ghost mode is to perform a surgical strike on your own ego. It is the voluntary decision to become a ghost in the lives of others so that you can finally haunt your own potential. Most people are socially wealthy but internally bankrupt. They have thousands of followers but zero self-control. They have hundreds of friends but no vision. When you disappear, you stop the hemorrhage of your mental energy. You stop performing for the gallery and start building the cathedral. This is not a vacation. This is not a break. This is a transformation in the dark. The psychology of the liquid. Do you feel that burning itch to tell someone about your goals? It's called social reality. When you announce your intentions, your brain receives a premature hit of dopamine. It confuses the announcement with the achievement. You feel like a winner before the race has even started. This is why so many big ideas never leave the coffee shop. You've already spent the reward money in your mind. Ghost mode is a dopamine fest. By staying silent, you create a vacuum. That vacuum creates tension. And that tension can only be released through one thing: execution. When you cannot talk about your work, you are forced to do the work. The great severing first phase is the most brutal. You must cut the umbilical cord of social validation. Delete the apps that turn your attention into a commodity. If it doesn't move you toward your goal, it is an anchor. Your friends will notice your absence. Some will be worried, but most will be offended. They will take your silence as an insult. They will call you arrogant or weird. You must understand that people only want you to stay the same so they don't feel bad about not changing themselves. A ghost does not argue with the living. You don't need to explain why you are missing from the party. You are busy building a life that they will eventually watch from the outside. The void and the forgence. You disappear, you enter the void. In the beginning, it will be terrifying. The silence will be deafening. Without the constant hum of notifications and small talk, you will be forced to hear your own thoughts. And your thoughts will be honest. They will tell you that you are behind. They will tell you that you are lazy. They will tell you that you might fail. Listen to them. This is the psychological detox. You are stripping away the fake layers of your identity. In the void, your routine must become your religion. You don't negotiate with yourself. If you said you would run at 5 a.m., you run. If you said you would study for 4 hours, you study. You are building internal authority. Most people are slaves to their moods. A ghost is a master of his mission. You must reach a point where your feelings are nothing more than background noise, like the wind outside a window. The mountain doesn't move because the wind blows. You are the mountain. The shadow work. This is where the real ghost is made. While the world is chasing work-life balance, you are chasing work-life obsession. There is a time for balance, but that time is not now. Now is the time for the extreme. You must work until the lines between day and night blur. You must study until you see the patterns in your sleep. You are training your nervous system to handle a level of pressure that would crush a normal person. Think of a submarine. The deeper it goes, the more pressure it faces. To survive the depths, it must be sealed perfectly. Any leak, any weakness, and the ocean will crush it. You are diving into the depths of your own potential. You cannot afford a leak. You cannot afford a distraction. Every hour you spend in ghost mode is a layer of armor added to your soul. The law of re-emergence. There will come a day when you are ready to return. But you won't return as the person who left. You will return as a stranger. You will have a different weight to your words. You will have a different look in your eyes. This is the look of the ghost, the calm, cold confidence of a man who has conquered himself in the dark. The world loves the overnight success narrative because it excuses their own laziness. They will see your new body, your new wealth, your new clarity, and they will say you were lucky. They will say you had connections. Let them. Their ignorance is your shield. You didn't get lucky. You paid the debt. You did the time in the cell of discipline. You died in the shadows and were reborn in the light of your own results. The eternal ghost. Even when you return, a part of you must remain a ghost. Never let the world see all of your cards. Never reveal the full extent of your plans. Keep a private room in your mind that no one else can enter. The strongest people in the room are often the quietest. They don't need to prove their power because their power is self-evident. Final call to action: if you are still listening, you are at a crossroads. You can finish this video and go back to your old life. You can check your notifications, scroll for another hour, and stay exactly who you are. Or you can choose to die. You can let the weak, attention-seeking version of you die right here, right now. Don't tell me you're ready. Don't leave a comment about how inspired you are. Don't share this on your story. Just vanish. Turn off the screen. Shut the door. Become a ghost. The work is waiting. The shadows are calling. Now, go to work.